These are tales of danger and the pursuit of endless riches. Adventurers and heroes from all parts of the world charging into the unknown, setting steel and magic against the most impossible foes, with each time wondering if this would be the last. Storms gather on the horizon, and evil rises from the waters of despair. These are tales of endless adventure. These are the Awakened Fables.
Alright, welcome back, listeners, to Mysts of Typertheria. This is episode 8. As of last session, the crew had finally dealt with the mysterious three-headed monstrosity. It was not a chimera whatsoever. It was similar to one, but was not their typical chimera. They had managed to capture the creature before negotiating with its owner, the mighty Big Toe, the Cyclops. However, Mr. Big Toe was not very convincing to his pet and was run out of his own abode for safety. There, the crew had managed to subdue it using rosettes, magic stones, and a strange magical wand. They had taken the beast back to the gates of Bryn to be to be studied by Rosette himself. It is now the next day as the adventurers awake for another adventure.
Hey guys, I've been asleep for a while, I think. What's been happening?
Oh. Yanni, you're good with words.
I'm flattered, lass, that you think so. We took on a job for an alchemist called Rosette. Asked us to find some chimera, which seemed to be more a monstrous conglomeration of some sort. But this was in some mines up the north where we first encountered those orcs. And well, long story short, but we managed to subdue the beast and get it back.
Glad you guys have been doing without me.
We missed you.
Right.
Oh, thanks, dearie.
Alright, as you all wake and have a small reunion, you're at the main hall of the Tavern of Bryn. Sitting around the table, with the only exception of, I believe, Veriz? Is that right? Stuff?
So,
No.
No?
It's, Zia.
Zir. Okay.
Yes.
So where did you stay last night?
So after last session,
Yep. So it's been
I
a
went
week
in.
since last session.
I would have went into town and done some snooping, got some information on the local populace, and then hunkered down in a nice, comfortable tavern.
Okay.
They had it.
Okay. So you awake alone in this simple tavern in Bryn.
What to do today?
On your bedside, there is a dagger with a note in it.
Not always the best thing to wake up to. Reach out, pick up the note.
It says, "Thank you for your services." Signed, James Gray. You can keep the dagger. A present.
Okay. So I'll take the dagger then.
Yep. So the dagger itself is nothing ornate. It's quite balanced, easy to use, and you notice that tossing it up and down, it returns to your hand with quite the ease.
Curious. Can I detect any magic from it?
Roll an Arcana check, please.
Definitely.
You could roll at roll 20, guys. You don't have to roll a Discord unless you find Discord easier.
I got 21.
21?
Yep.
You can tell that this has no magic imbued in it. You don't sense any magic. It's just very well made and well balanced.
What a lovely knife. Might as well keep it. Put it away, and I'm gonna get the note, fold it in half, and put it between one of the pages on my spell book.
Yep.
Might as well get up, see if anyone else is awake in this tavern, and maybe get a drink. It's never too late to start drinking.
It's early in the morning, 9 a.m.
Yep.
You come down to the tavern mess hall, or to the inn mess hall, and you can see that it's quite empty. There's only the barkeep behind the bar to take your orders.
I'll go order a drink. I approach him, rubbing my eyes. I still look at my natural form, and I'll just ask him, what drinks do you currently have?
We have ale, we have wine, and we have mead.
I'll get an ale, please. How much?
2 silver pieces.
Can you break a gold?
Here's your change.
Give him the coin. Thank you, and I'll get it and return to my room
Okay.
to drink.
I'm more surprised you're not out there in that alchemist shop where everyone else is.
Well, hopefully not going to be here for long. I am trying to head further south, but why would I want to be there in the first place, Phil, if I may ask?
Don't you know? They captured a chimera of sorts.
Ah,
Everyone
yes,
is
yes.
wondering about such a creature.
Such creature is an abomination. I wished not really to have any part in it. But I would be quite appreciative if I were to, say, get the location of the alchemist shop.
From here?
Yep.
Head west. You won't miss it. There's a large crowd.
Beautiful. Thank you. I'll be heading back to my room, and I'll get ready for today's, hopefully not an adventure, but adventure. Thank you. And I head back to my room and start prepping.
Okay. Flynn, where were you resting at?
Suppose I'd just be resting at the tavern now. I'd be staying out for a while.
Okay.
New day. Better start looking for another adventure. Might head by the alchemist. I think they were down there last time.
Yep. So as you head down, essentially to the bar, you spot Zuar.
Oh well. Didn't know you were staying here.
Nor did I know you were staying here. Do you have a good rest? It's been a while.
It's been a while. Better than the rest I got on the road.
Fair enough.
How about you? You sleep well?
I don't normally sleep well, but it was quite comfortable.
Fair enough. Looking for some more work?
Yes, sadly. What about you?
Always looking for work. Gotta have coin to do what I like.
That is a very, very accurate assessment. Fair enough. Where would you be heading this morning?
Well, back in the mines, the others said they were collecting the chimera for the alchemist, I believe. Thought I might head by there.
Fair enough. I might be heading by there a bit later also. Do you know, does this alchemist have potions or anything mystical?
I'd have to imagine so. Wouldn't be much of an alchemist without it.
Quite true. Well, it was lovely seeing you again.
You too.
And I'll continue walking up.
Alright, so you head down. Again, the tavern is empty. There's just the barkeep.
Barkeep.
Yep.
I'll have, what do you got for breakfast?
Breakfast. We have eggs and a bit of spot of bacon.
Guess I'll have eggs and bacon then. You know of any work going around?
Not much work in Bryn as of late. Only a few bounties.
Bounties, huh? What kind of bounties?
Dangerous sort, but what bounty isn't?
Well, Danger's my middle name.
Well, I hear that there is some strange creature rampaging in the south plains of Bryn. Just 2 days south, I believe.
2 days south, huh?
Terrorizing merchants on their way up.
So merchants being attacked, you know which ones? You know which merchants are being attacked?
A few of the Dom Perry merchants. The ones trading in ales.
Well, well. Can't have ale bonus. Thanks very much. I flick him a gold piece. And I'll head in the direction of the alchemist's shop.
Okay. With your plate of breakfast.
I'll finish the breakfast and then I'll get breakfast, yeah.
So you head over to the alchemist shop, and you can see that there are crowds of people, townsfolk, guards surrounding this particular cage that your friends had captured this particular creature in. There are 3 gnomes making notes, sort of writing down, measuring the creature, and you can tell the creature is very docile. It's not being agitated by the crowds at all.
Looks a lot nicer than I remember it. Do I,
Back, all of you! This creature is very dangerous. Oh, but look at it. It's not moving at all. How dangerous can it really be?
It is quite dangerous, my friend. I hear that it took down many of the adventurers that went to those mines.
And you can hear the commotion as you see and hear the onlookers.
and just looking around, do I see any of the others?
Amongst all you others that have woken up and have reunited with Myrtle, how many of you went to the alchemist shop right after breakfast?
I thought
Yanni,
we-
sorry, go.
Oh, I thought we were going to have a discussion about that, but we moved on too quickly.
Yanni was planning on making it out there to get them to examine the chimera spikes that he collected from.
And also, none of you have gotten your reward from Razit either.
Okay, yeah, then we'd probably go very shortly after breakfast if we hadn't received our reward yet. Then yeah.
Yeah, that'd be morning
Lynn,
business.
roll a perception check.
Okay.
If you can see them amongst the crowd.
12.
12. There's a lot of people here. You're not too sure if they're here or not. Maybe you're early.
No worries. I'll try and. Is there like any like area that's a little bit elevated, just so I can see like above the crowd, so I can watch for their arrival or see if I've missed them something?
Yes. Roll a survival check to look for one. That's stable at least to hold your armor. Because you can see some elevated
armor, but
yeah, you can see some elevated, say barrels on sides of buildings, like trash receptacles, or with
I rolled a survival
9,
of
you can see
9.
that going on a rooftop is best.
Is who? Sorry.
Going on a rooftop is the
going on a rooftop is best, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
going on a rooftop is best.
All right. I'll try and make my way up onto the rooftop.
Alright, so Divine Speaker, Myrtle, Mithra, and Halmir. You have reunited after a long journey. What do you guys discuss after waking up?
Did the excursion out to the mine happen, since this is next day?
This is not next day. This is a week after.
Okay.
So
cool.
that excursion has happened already.
Awesome.
Oh, is that the one I was helping with?
This was the downtime adventure I'm talking about.
Yeah. So the downtime adventure was with Divine Speaker and Halmir. They went into the mine. This is off screen to all of you listeners. Where Halmir and Divine Speaker went back into the mines to acquire diamonds from those
Shiny
cyclops.
things.
It was just to help our friends. You know, we made a promise.
Yes.
We did. We told them we'd help.
Some ponchos.
Yes. Colourful ponchos. Okay. Divine Speaker, I think we should sometime today or this week at least maybe get these rough cut diamonds looked at and maybe shaped. This larger one that I found may need to be cut up a bit. So seems a wee bit large for purposes that we'll need it for.
It is rather impressive, though.
It is. It is a beauty to look at. But I didn't need one so large.
I fear, yes, and I fear if I try to break it apart, it might.
Aye, well, if we've got all these rough cut diamonds, then we should get them sorted and looked at too, and may as well get the other one sliced up at the same time.
That is something that we can do.
Aye.
Although there is something that I wish to speak to you all about.
Aye. What'd that be?
So, I was fairly successful in my recent bout in the arenas.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I have received a letter from a Lady Syra of the Northwood Nobles, inviting me and companions to Sonbridge. There appears to be some auspicious banquet promised. However, they have requested that we announce our arrival before entering the city. Has anyone heard of this Lady Syra Northwood?
Nay, never heard of her, but Sunbridge is way down south. Be a decent journey.
I don't mind a journey,
So
unless anyone else kind of.
this grand lady, she's taken an interest in you, has she?
It does appear to be that way, and I could only imagine that anything this notable noble might be able to provide us with potentially greater tasks that would further advance our goals.
Aye, well, your renown is certainly growing with all these fights. So, you sure she's not just looking for a champion? That we'd be extra baggage to say.
I imagine the only way to find out would be to go there and ask.
Too true. Looks like we have a journey.
I kind of still have a couple of things to sort out here before we go, though.
Aye, we still have a promise to young Lyle.
I imagine the journey will take several days. Several more waiting will not hinder. Will probably not be too much of an imposition.
Probably not. I am waiting on a letter, though. I will have to at least wait to journey until I hear back from that. It's regarding Magnus the chicken. Need to sort that poor fellow out.
You wrote a letter about a chicken?
I had a chat with him one evening, and discovered he's part of the Watrinad dwarves who live up there. Copper Smith clan or some such. And well, I sent a letter to the chieftain, just letting them know that poor Magnus is in the state that he's in, that I'm currently unable to help, and just waiting to hear what they'd like to do, whether I need to get him back to them, or whether they're coming to collect him, or I don't know. Eventually, one day I'd be able to help him out, but at the moment, it's out of my skill. Studying up on it, but I don't have the knack yet.
Very well.
A bit off topic, but I got a question for you all. What's your opinions on slavery?
Slavery.
Do you believe it to be wrong?
Of course, dear.
All people should be free to do as they wish.
Aye. It is against the gods.
So you believe all beings should deserve to be free and of their own free will?
Of course, dear. It never sanctioned slavery of any sort.
So you're going to help me then?
Help you with what, dear? I feel like I've been cornered here.
Not commented on at all. Let's go free. Let's go. And I'm going to walk out the room and start off towards the alchemist.
Yone will shrug at Divine Speaker and Myrtle and pick up his things and continue follow out.
Yeah.
All right. So as you head over to the illustrious alchemist shop of Rosette, you can see that the entire shop is, at least the front of the shop, is crowded of people. The cage where the creature had been put in after you delivered it is still well maintained, well secured, even after the 10-day of research.
How does the animal look? What are the conditions? Does it seem well fed and well cared for?
It looks like it's not been harmed, that's for sure. Well fed, it's perhaps nominally. That's it. A good amount of food has been given, not enough that it can be at full strength, as it's quite dangerous. And you can tell that the guards, all in Bryn, are definitely on guard, just in case the creature decides to break out. While everyone else thinks this is a new novelty of Bryn.
Do we have does it seem different to us now in the light of day? Like less threatening to us who have somewhat faced it?
Roll a nature check. It has been a week since you captured it.
13.
With a 13,
Yeah.
you can tell that it's because of the magic that it's being used to keep it docile. It seems less threatening than before, even while you were guiding it with the wand.
So we can tell it's basically been magically drugged.
Yeah. Or how near can.
Oh, yeah. I would want to go, Mithra wants to go up to the cage, as close as she can get, and inspect it, look for any type of injury or difference in the creature's appearance and, yeah, possibly demeanor as well.
Okay.
Just kind of wants to look over.
So
Very
as you
cool.
approach, trying to push through the crowds, or are you going around the crowds?
Probably go around the crowds.
So you go around the crowds. One of the guards stops you. Halt! Please step back. This is a secured area. No one is allowed any further unless you have an appointment with, what was your name again? Master Rosette. Master Rosette. Whatever this
Oh,
means.
funny that. I do have an appointment with Rosette because they owe me money for bringing this beast to them.
Ah, madam. So, Have your friends arrived? I have quite a lot of information to divulge to all of you.
They're being held up at the back of the crowd, but they'll be here shortly, I'm pretty sure. Do you mind if I just have a look at the little pet here?
Please, please. Come, let her through. Now stand aside, you ruffian. And he takes a step back and lets you in. If you are investigating this creature, if it's been injured in any fashion,
Looks
roll a
uncomfortable.
medicine check, please.
Medicine check.
Yep.
While she's doing that, we've probably made our way to the front by now.
Yep.
Oh,
You would have pushed through. The crowd's... Hey, why are you pushing to the front? I've been here all day. And you kind of...
I'm just going to glare at him while towering over at him.
Yeah, that's right. Walk away. And you can see him like, hide under his hood as you tower over him. The short human. With an 8 for medicine, you can tell that the spines are a little bit shorter than normal. You're not too sure why that is. Maybe it's because of too much sunlight. It's perhaps this is a born underground creature. It's not used to the abundance of light.
does it look like it's squinting?
No, because of the magical influence, its pupils are dilated. It looks very comical in terms of this fierce creature.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What have you found out about the creature so far?
Well, as soon as your friends have arrived, we shall discuss this inside my shop. I don't want the rest of this rabble to know. This is need-to-know information. And you're the only lot that need to know.
Master Rosette?
Ah, the big one. Was it, Divine... What was that again? Your name's quite long.
Divine Speaker.
Divine Speaker, yes. And, where's your dwarven fellow friend? Where? The one that was supposed to give us some hairs of his chin.
Greetings, Rosette.
There you are. Managed to push through, I see. And, who's this friend of yours? Speaking to Myrtle, sort of. Never met you.
This is our companion, Myrtle. She's quite valuable. She was indisposed last week.
I see. Well,
Hello.
hello. So Rosette is a relatively short gnome. He's balding on the top. He's got a very long, graying beard. But his cloak and his attire is very, very bright for an alchemist. Like fluoro black bright. With just simple colors. He lets the four of you in. Flynn, from the rooftops, you can see your four friends entering the shop. What do you do?
Alright, Flynn's gonna hop down and try to approach the shop.
Alright. So you hop down, and you can see a guard blocking your way. Halt! What is your business with this shop?
Friends of mine just headed in. I thought I might join.
I'll have to ask for permission. I believe I have heard of one of their names. Wait here. He rushes towards the door. Buddy, what's your name?
My name's Flynn.
Adventurers, there is a Flynn here. Do you know who he is?
Aye, he's a comrade.
You may pass. And
Well, thank you very
comes
much.
back out to let you in. And he blocks the crowd from coming in any further.
Thank you, sir.
So you
Good
walk
morning,
into
Flynn.
this alchemist shop. You can see all the bright colors of potions, various labels, but there's not a hint of smell from the ingredients whatsoever.
Well, ain't this a phantasmagorical sight?
Much obliged, friend. I do like to do a bit more housekeeping to keep the smells away from the non-experienced. They might get poisoned, you see.
I see.
Master, is it? This is our friend Flynn. He's
Greetings.
another
Much
companion.
obliged.
Quite handy
Much obliged.
in a fight or an investigation.
Well, this is what I have found from this particular creature. And it is, as you said, it is not a chimera. It is quite unfortunate. However, I have found this odd seal about the creature's belly, the underbelly at least. Did you see this by any chance? We have to somewhat clean the creature. It's quite nasty, filled with mud and clay and whatnot.
A seal, you say?
Yes, very unusual. I've never seen a seal like this before.
As in, is the seal magical in some way?
Yes, it is.
Is it designed to seal the creature itself, or is it a mark of something?
I believe it to be some sort of guild ownership. Maybe they're the ones that created this creature.
You're saying this creature is, well, obviously, but was made by someone?
Indeed, it is very worrying.
What sort of guild symbol is it? Is it recognizable?
Not sure about this guild symbol myself. Never seen it before. He describes it to you as a lion's head with a coin in its jaws.
We know of a guild that's a raven with a holding a coin or something, don't we?
That's correct.
Which guild is that we know?
That's I believe one of you belongs to it. The Kurasana Guild.
Okay, yep. So it's our Smithers and Keonies.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very similar to your symbol. However, a lion's head, it's very odd.
Seems to be a corruption of the Kurasana guild's symbol. Maybe a farce.
Do you know of any splinter factions?
Not I.
There are plenty of factions, but I'm not too sure if they're the ones. I'm not part of any of the guilds, you see. More of an independent trader. It could possibly be the Eye Guild. I think they have a lion symbol. But aside from that, I don't know any other guilds with a lion symbol.
Curious.
My best suggestion is to head over to the reception and perhaps they can tell you.
What do you think it means that this creature was manufactured? Perhaps there are more of these creatures?
Perhaps. However, if it was manufactured, I would like to know what the purpose of its manufacture. Usually it's to guard something. That's what wizards usually use such creatures to protect you find anything down there that was worthy of needing to be guarded?
No, we didn't. We were merely down there initially to find the dwarven miners.
There did seem to be an abundance of perhaps precious gems. However, that part of the mine is inhabited by a small tribe of Cyclops.
And there was a suspicious wizard from the Purple Letter Guild. Yeah, took a shine to Mithra.
Do you know his name?
Aye, unfortunately we didn't get that. He was released by some others before we could get the information from him. He said his name was Thor, I believe, but I thought that was some parody on one of the Cyclopses because his name was Thor.
Certainly told us it was Cthulhu.
Well, maybe you can ask
Brightly
the
coloured.
registry of the Purple Letter. They would know all their names.
Aye.
Being from the Purple Letter, would I have any insight as to whether I've heard that name around the Purple Letter?
You can roll a history check if you can figure it out. You would have heard some odd people with different types of names. With a 14,
That's a 14.
You've never heard the name Cthor before. You don't believe it exists. That particular individual must have been lying. Especially with wizards. Most of their names in the Purple Letter starts with a J.
I relate that to the group. My apologies. I must have slipped my mind back in the mines, but I don't think that wizards usually have names like Cthulhu, at least not in the Purple Letter. I haven't heard of anyone like that.
But the Purple Letter, that seal does not belong to the Purple Letter.
No, it doesn't.
What interest could they potentially have in this mine?
I haven't heard of anything around the guild sending me down there. I was just doing work, odd jobs and stuff.
And we did
Sorry
find
to interrupt, my friends, but that was only the first piece of the information that I'd found on this creature. I have others.
My apologies.
If you have time. If you're in a rush, I can simply jot down this report and provide it to you.
Oh, please continue, Rosette.
We value your insight into this matter.
Why, thank you, my friends. So, just before he continues, Sal, your character comes out of the tavern, and you can see that the crowd is starting to be dispersed. The guards are now fanning out and pushing the crowds completely back, and a lot of the gawkers, a lot of the villagers who just want to see the creature have shrugged their shoulders and started to leave, while other more persistent individuals, perhaps they're part of guilds and perhaps rival factions or anti-gnome factions, are remaining. What do you do?
Well, I'll take up my elvish disguise, and
Okay.
I assume I'll try approach and get my way through the guard if possible.
You approach, and a guard immediately stops you. Halt, my friend. What is your business here?
Mainly I was hoping to buy some wares from the alchemist.
Well, the shop is not open at the moment. Return
Really?
what it is.
Hmm. Well, that's a shame. I also had some information possibly about this chimera.
You do you? Well, you can tell it to me. I'm part of the Purple Guild. I would like to know as much as I can.
Is this guard still speaking?
This is no longer the guards. The guard's like in front of you, telling you that the shop is closed. You can't
Okay.
enter. While there are two gnomes, sort of like doing a bit of research, a bit of testing on this creature behind the cage, and this unusual looking tiefling has sort of come up to you and asked for your information.
What will I get out of it, sir?
Bit of coin, of course.
Coin?
Yeah?
Uh, nothing else of possible interest you'd have?
Yours is simply information. I have to follow up on this information upon receiving it. So I'll pay you in coin for your information. What do you want, friend?
I look towards the guard and say, "Excuse me, sir. The person who runs the store, I assume they'd be quite interested to hear what I have. In addition, I did
Friend,
help
I
capture that
tell
creature."
you, I need this information. I'll be over there. And he grabs your arm. He's very aggressive, and he kind of directs you towards an alleyway. Do you resist?
Yeah. I'll say, "Look, I'll make my own way there. It's fine. I'll meet you there."
I will be here waiting.
Does he go towards the alleyway?
He does. He just
Okay.
blinks over to the alleyway.
I say, guard, if you were to ask one of the like lady in there, I assure you she'll state that I did assist. If not, I'll happily leave.
The guard just is quite annoyed that you're being very pushy. He's had to knock down very pushy bystanders himself. Look,
Okay.
friend, I understand that you're here on some business. If you show me your guild, I will let you pass.
Sadly, I'm not actually affiliated with any guild.
Then, step away.
Fine. I'll walk off then at that point.
Right.
I'll head to the mouth of the alleyway and I'll see if I can see anyone else there.
There's just a tiefling sitting on a barrel.
Can I roll a perception to see if, like, there might be anyone hiding?
Of course, roll a perception check.
Sweet. Uh, 20.
20, very nice. You spot 3 roguish halflings hiding underneath discarded boxes and behind a barrel.
Fair enough. What's the, like, width and length of this alleyway?
10 feet width. Length is about 50 feet. That's from one end to a building to another.
So 10 by 20.
Yep. And the height from the rooftop is about 15 feet
So,
to the edge of the
fair
rooftop.
enough. 20 feet of a point if I choose. Okay, I'm gonna cast Sleep within the center of the group of people. That the halflings and the tiefling.
Okay. Doesn't work.
Oh, that's a shame.
You cast your spell. You know that there is some sort of an effect, but you feel a fizzle coming off of your fingertips.
Crap. Will happily walk off. I'm not gonna then get in a way of 4 rogues.
Okay.
I'll head off then towards the tavern.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
11.
11. You notice a cloaked warrior kind of looking at you as you kind of panic why your spell isn't working. He kind of turns around and watches the creature from afar. All right.
The creature being the chimera.
Yeah, the creature being the chimera.
Okay, I'm gonna
Just
draw
like
one of my
sitting on a pole.
daggers, and hide it underneath my cloak and can like wearily walk towards the tavern.
Okay. So, back to the gang inside of Rosette's shop. My friends, the other item that I need to discuss with you is that the creature can be separated into its different parts. It would be harmless. What do you mean, what?
What do you mean separated into parts?
Well, it's not a pure amalgamation of a chimera. You can see, I've been researching this for a week, and
I think. Sorry.
I found out that they can be split apart into their, into their separate creatures safely.
I don't think he's talking about butchering the poor beast, Mithra.
No. We would just be dispelling magic that keeps them bonded, you see.
So you're saying there are multiple creatures in the one?
Well, yes, there's 3 of them, to be precise.
And they've been melded together by someone?
I believe so. I'm not sure who. But then we could free the poor creature. Have it live out on its days as 3 separate things, rather than one abomination.
It does seem rather unnatural, and I can only think of sinister reasons why someone would want to do this.
And how would we split this apart?
Well, that's the thing. I have these. Do you remember the stones I gave you?
Yes, of course.
Well, I would need larger versions of those stones. And someone powerful enough, like myself, to do the incantation to split them up.
Are these any special type of stone?
Well, it is and it isn't. It's, I believe dwarves know it as a raw mineral, by the, it's the mineral that you use to make mithril, you know? I'm not sure
aye.
what it's called myself. I'm not a well astute in metallurgy.
Would Hjalni know what that is?
Roll stone cunning for history check.
18.
Don't you get? Does he get? If he uses stone cunning, doesn't he get double proficiency or whatever? Or
Yeah, you should get double proficiency. It should be 20.
oh, you've got no proficiency.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I do. I should have proficiency in stone cunning because I'm a dwarf and I get that as a raise. But I just rolled history because there's no stone cunning
That's right.
roll.
So it's yep. So you have a +2 in intelligence, right? Or
Yes.
that's your proficiency.
No, +2 in intelligence.
Okay.
Actually, that will be my proficiency. Yes.
Okay. So it's a 20 in total.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you're still not too sure what the original ore of mithril is. You just
Okay.
know it as a metal, just mithril.
Cool.
The nature of smelting such a magnificent light-weighted metal is just above your knowledge.
No worries.
Well,
And-
I'll be needing that ore. I know where it can be found, or perhaps traded, but it's quite a ways from here.
Whereabouts would that be?
Well, it's at the northern port town of Port Pushire.
North of Eriwell.
Yes, that's right. You can
And
find
they mine this mineral here, or
No, they do not. I believe they transport it from one of the major capital cities in Typertheria. Either from Sunbridge or the one in the north. I'm not too familiar with that one.
I see. And how much of this mineral would you need?
I would need 3 pounds of this mineral.
3
Perhaps
pounds.
get it. We could free this poor creature. I can roam the mountainside, I suppose.
So you're gonna let it go?
Why, of course. I have no need for it. It is not a chimera. It does not help me in my research.
And you're happy to let it go free?
Of course.
So where do we find the stones?
I would suggest heading to the northern port at Poshir. They should sell it there.
Well, let's go, guys.
Rosette,
Yes.
is there any particular reason you did not wish this? And it does seem very clear that you did not wish this information to be spread. Is there something you're not telling us?
He seems to be nervous. He looks all around his shop, and he kind of goes over to all the windows and pulls the curtains, closes the doors, and comes back to you. Well, my friends, there has been an attempt at my life for researching this creature, you see. I'm not sure which guild has decided to attack me, but I believe this particular creature out there has some alignment with another guild. I am not part of any guild, and so they thought to silence me on my findings.
That does lend a bit of credence to the sinister nature of this creature's origins.
Aye. Does that?
So I would suggest to be careful. I understand that you are quite famed and skilled, but there could be assassins lingering anywhere. Don't trust anyone.
Do you have protection, Rosette?
I do now.
Do you have the means?
I asked the Domperry to protect me. I sent a request in the reception.
Are you certain that the Don Perry is not involved in the attempt on your life?
I
Aye.
did not say it was an attempt on my life, simply that they were trying to steal the creature.
Oh.
But there are guards out there that should protect them. But if they attack, I'm sure I will know who is trying to take my life then.
Understood.
I certainly pity the fools that do try and steal that creature from you, because I doubt they'd be canny enough to You gotta control it the way you do.
Very well. We will retrieve this mineral for you. And we thank you for the warning. We hope you will be safe.
Thank you. Thank you, of course. And do not fret. I have not forgotten your reward. Simply keeping it safe. And he places a box on his countertop. I can either give you gold or simple trinkets that I have created. So in this box, there's 4 amulets of protection, or you can take a pouch containing 200 gold pieces.
What do the amulets do?
An amulet of protection provides you with an additional AC +1 and +1 to all saving throws.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I like that.
It has
Just
a
there with
Nobi
4 of
symbol
them.
on it.
I dare say the way my friends are looking at those amulets, that's going to be the pick.
We will. We trust your magics, Master Rosette. We will wear these with pride.
Thank you, my friends. And may you return safely so that we can discuss your findings.
Right, it's definitely a mystery that requires solving.
It certainly is. And the sooner we can release this creature, the better.
Master
agree.
Rosette, I would ask one more moment of your time. During a capture of this beast, one of our companions was shot with the spines, and I managed to extract them from her body. I'm wondering if they have any value or use.
The spines themselves, well, they're wyvern spines. The tip is quite dangerous as it secretes a little bit of poison. Wyvern poison, of course.
Aye. Do you know anything about this wyvern poison? I was lucky enough myself not to get struck.
It has paralytic properties, I believe. He pulls out a book and he essentially puts it onto his bench next to your reward. And my friends, I suppose as an additional reward, I believe it's quite minor. You can use my small library here if you're looking into ingredients, specialties, of course.
Aye, it's very kind of you. I dare say we'll take you up on that. You wouldn't also happen to know of a jeweler in the town that you'd recommend?
Unfortunately, not here in Vryn. Most of them are part of the Dom Peri, and they're quite expensive if you're not part of the guild.
Aye, seems to be the way.
Could there perhaps be more in Port Pushir? That seems like a very cosmopolitan trading port.
Yes, there would be far more free trading up there.
Excellent.
Otherwise, if you're looking to get in with the Dom Perry, there's a bounty for some to aid some merchants of theirs. Down south, there's a creature attacking their merchant caravans.
Right. To the south. Seems we have business all over, friends. I think we need to go sit down over an ale and discuss the order of which we're going to do things.
I'd never say no to an ale.
Alright, so Master Rosette lets you go. He opens up his shop just like normal. He puts your reward away. So if you haven't taken the amulet, so there's just
so is it just what amulet of protection requires attunement?
It's
plus
an
one?
amulet of protection. Does not require attunement.
Oh, nice.
How many were there?
There were 4, but because there were only 3 of you that had taken up the job, he's only giving 3 away. You can purchase the other one if you want to buy it.
And how much is it?
This protection amulet, I would say 200 gold pieces is a fair price.
A very fair price. Unfortunately, I'm a little short these days. Maybe when we return after our errand, I'll be a little heavier of pocket.
Of course. Alright,
grab our things
so
and leave.
for Halnir,
Is someone heading a printer?
Halnir. No, that's my PC.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what the sound is. So Halnir, because you're looking at the book of ingredients for the wyvern poison, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
So there are 3 grades of wyvern poison. The most potent one comes from the very tail of the creature. The damage it deals is upon injury.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the most deadliest grade. That one can be sold for 1,200 gold pieces. However, the one that you have, because it's from a spine, it's the most minimal grade poison. So it's the weakest. However, it can still be sold at every spine 100 gold pieces each. And the damage it deals if you poke someone with it, like if you attach to an arrow or you just stab someone, it's 2d6 poison damage. Constitution save of 15.
Nice. Okay. Seeing Myrtle going without, I'll turn to Rosette. Okay. Master Rosette, would you be willing to take 2 of these spines to allow my friend Myrtle to take that other amulet?
That seems fair.
Done. Done and done then, friend.
Let's...
Thank you for your business.
And I have one more question.
Yes, and what is it?
The creature was releasing some webs that were burning through everything we had except metal. Any idea what else we could carry that in if we happened across a similar thing?
Unfortunately, I have not found the reason for such potent acid. Why it does not burn through wood, why it does not burn through living tissue. But it still hurts. It's got a unusual poison to it.
Very well. Perhaps we can investigate further later.
Do not fret. I will investigate the creature as long as I still have it in front of my shop.
I'm sure you will. Much obliged.
Good luck. He'll let you out.
Cool.
Well, now about that ale.
Hey. I think we need to sit down and have a good hard think about order of operations. Hjalni will start walking back towards the inn where they're lodged.
Yep.
Nodding at Flynn to follow.
Okay. As all of you step out of Rosette's alchemist shop, you spot two unusual people watching your vicinity. One is a cloaked person wearing a dark mask, and another one is just a hooded tiefling, a little shorter than a normal tiefling, in an alleyway just south of your location.
Hjalni will conspicuously eye the conspicuously masked person, but that's all. Let them, just to the point that they know that he knows that they're watching.
Yep. Continues watching you, not flinching.
Staring contest, go.
Roll a concentration check, please. So, Constitution saving throw.
Yep. 11.
11. We continue to stare down each other. Both 11s. Just see how near take a step forward, and he's like staring at this masked figure. And he's kind of
given
like
it's
on the sidewalk.
Given it's a stalemate type thing, Hjalni will sort of nod to himself and then just look away.
And then
thinking
you
that he
hear
won it.
someone silently say, "Yes." Yes.
So we all see this fella
Yes.
or person.
Just to the side.
Hey, you must be pretty ugly if you won't show your face. And keeps walking.
With such a comment, even though this person was staring down Halnir, you can see that they're covering their mask as though they're also embarrassed by that comment.
Oh.
You can't insult someone and then feel sorry for them.
Yes, I can.
Do we see our friend Zor anywhere, or has it gone too long? Time passed.
No, you don't spot him at all. Okay. However, when you make it to the tavern, you can see him there ordering a drink.
Ah, friend Zor. How are you this fine day?
Good use.
Aye. It's a good day. We're about to sit down for a drink ourselves. Would you like to join us?
Sure. I continue to look around me and behind me, and I get up.
Yeah, there's no one
follow
else
you
in the
guys.
tavern. It's still pretty early in the morning. Like early midday.
Fair enough.
Johnny will look. Oh, sorry, go.
Go.
As I get up, I peer out the window or door. Do I see any of the fellows from the alleyway or the gentleman that was outside staring at me?
No.
Cool. Sweet.
Hjalni will turn to Myrtle, Mithra, and Divine Speaker and ask them what they're drinking. So what'll it be, lasses?
Pond moss, please.
Ale is fine.
Pond moss. Ale. Mithra.
No, I don't anything, thanks.
Just a water then. Need something.
No, I think I'll go for a walk. And Mithra wants to head out towards the outdoors.
Yep.
So leave the tavern.
Kiana will be
Just
standing
to
there,
stand
with
outside.
hand raised, mouth sort of half open, like, okay. We'll order some drinks from the bar.
Pond scum, you say? Well,
Aye,
those,
not for me. Not for me, you understand.
Well, of course, I understand. It's for your turtle friend. I
Aye.
heard. I'm not deaf. Miss, Miss Turtle. Unfortunately, we don't have pond scum. We do have some green tea.
Toe.
It's quite
Any
leafy.
toe scum? Maybe a moist corner of room scum?
And as you describe different types of scum, you can see that his face starts turning blue and white, like he's not able to hold his disgust, but he's trying his best. I'll look for some. One moment.
Oh no, that was a joke, dear. I'd love some green tea. I'm a woman of the world. I've been to civilized places before. Nothing to upset your gullet, buddy.
Yes, of course. He comes back.
Poor
With all your
sensitive
drinks.
sods.
All right. So they provide you with all your drinks. Lays it down. It goes out the back, like the kitchen window. You can hear him throwing up.
Oh, rough. My poor sweet bud.
Gosh.
We're having our drinks and at the table now, finally sitting down. Kiana will sort of eye everyone in the group and go, well now, it seems we have several tasks. Flynn, Zor, if you'd care to join us on these tasks, many hands make light work. And there will be rewards, I'm sure.
Okay.
I do fancy myself a man of justice, and freeing that beast, that seems me just fine.
Excellent. So,
Uh,
as I remember it, sorry, Zor, you're saying?
No. Continue, sir.
As I remember our outstanding tasks, we've got this job up in Port Porcher to attain some proto-mithril, effectively. We have an investigation in Ariwell that we need to do for poor Lyle, Cursed Knight. We also have Magnus the Chicken, but that's more a personal task of my own. Where is Magnus, by the way? Has he been with us the whole time, or is he a chicken today, or?
He is a dwarf today,
Okay.
so he's following you guys around, being quiet.
Sweet.
It's very unusual.
Yeah. Have the task to help our friend Magnus here return to his form as a brother dwarf. So we have a lot on our plate, is what I'm saying. As well as Iceland Bridge and Divine Speaker wishes to make our way down there. So we have north and south. So I think prioritizing would help us all.
Are any of our tasks time sensitive?
Did you have a time limit on your journey, Divine Speaker, down to Icenbridge and this lady?
It did seem to be an open invitation.
Okay. Well, shall we pencil that one in at the bottom then for now?
There's
Given
no
we have
rush.
2 tasks, both up north, both within Kui of each other.
And I suspect that unless we get to some understanding on this creature and its origins, we may be the target.
I'm interested in the purple letter connection, looking at Flynn and Miro. With both Lyle and the cursed items, and now this chimera, I do wonder what your guild be up to.
Yeah.
No, as an initiate, so do I. I've met only a clerk, I believe, from the purple letter itself here in Vryn, so I wouldn't know where to start seeking out information. I don't really have many contacts under the table, above board.
Still being a member of the guild will certainly help our investigations at least a bit. Save all this inter-guild prejudice that seems to be rife.
What are these guilds you're referring to?
The guilds were the ones that opened up this part of the land. Pioneered it, you could say.
And what guilds are there?
What guilds? Well, there's the Dom Perry, there's the Kurasana, there's the Purple Letter. I can never remember the last.
And the Eye Guild.
The Eye. And we've come across another one called the Company. And they seem a bit nefarious, if you'd ask me. They don't seem to be a legitimate guild, and they seem to be constantly involved with questionable events. And now we've got this Lion Guild as well.
Could they be the same guild? Do you know what the company's logo is?
We've seen the company logo before, haven't we?
No, you haven't.
Oh no, okay, so we just heard it mentioned.
Yep, you just heard it mentioned several times.
No, we don't know. We've only heard mention of the company. But they definitely exist.
Winston, through my travels, would I maybe have seen the company's logo?
Through your travels? Roll a
Yes.
history check.
History.
Yep, history.
11.
An 11. You've never seen a logo that would depict a company. No.
Fair enough.
So it seems to me, at least, Port Peshire and Eriwell seem to be our best bet for first cap off the rank, so to speak.
Yep. I suppose seeing to the business in Port Peshire might free up Rosette from a bit of danger.
Aye. The sooner we can resolve that, then the sooner town of Vryn can go back to whatever normality it had previously.
That's a vote for me. Do that one.
Agreed.
Before we make any final decision, though, we need Mithra in on this. Where's that last gone?
Indeed. Where is she?
So Mithra.
Squiggly. Fade out.
Yeah. Diddle-doo, diddle-doo, diddle-doo.
Okay. So we've gone for a little walk. We are going back to see if we can find the hooded masked figure.
You find it immediately as you head back
Whereabouts?
In the north-westerly direction, going back to Rosette's alchemist shop. The masked figure is sitting on a barrel, just watching the shop, like the shop front. You're not sure why. It's cloaked in a simple brown adventurer's garb. He's hooded. He's quite slim, but his face is covered.
So I've got a couple of questions.
Yep.
What type of build, human or otherwise? Can I tell?
Roll a nature check. 4. You believe it to be human. No one this skinny can be anything but.
My second question is are they alone?
They are.
They are?
Yes.
Okay. And they don't look to be like dangerous that I can tell?
The mask just looks like a plain clown's mask, like a happy face mask.
Oh, that's creepy.
As for like a white happy face mask. As for their equipment, I mean, they look like an adventurer. They have a weapon on their side, and they're carrying some sort of backpack, but nothing too dangerous.
So did you say they were sitting watching the store or standing?
They were sitting down on a barrel.
Okay. Can I go within 20 feet and try to kind of the whole act natural sort of thing and kind of sit down against like a wall or something if there's anything there to sit on?
Yes.
So not too far away, but not trying to be too obvious.
Okay. So you can lean on the corner wall of this building next to the barrels and boxes.
Yep.
Figure doesn't notice you as you approach.
So it doesn't notice me?
Doesn't. Yeah, that's right. Doesn't notice you.
Okay. And they're looking at the shop or at the creature?
Towards the shop. Like, you're not too sure if they're looking towards the creature or any particular person, but their position is looking towards the shop.
Okay. Hold up 1 second.
No worries. No worries.
Can I use minor illusion? Cast minor illusion?
Yes. To do what?
I want to whisper to them. Apparently I can. So just make whispers.
Okay.
Like he can, no, it, I don't know. They can hear sort of whispering, but it's not making any sense.
Yep. Okay. Directed towards you?
Directed kind of around, as in to distract.
Okay.
Just to see the reaction.
Yep. So you cast a spell. It seems to be going around this particular figure. You can see their head sort of searching for where this voice is coming from. They don't seem to turn around, but their head just keeps twisting left and right.
All right. Mithra's going to move a little closer and ask, "Hey, you doing okay?"
Are the whispers still going on?
Yes.
Okay. As you just appear behind him, he kind of turns toward you. You can see the mask is still covering his face, and he kind of nods. He doesn't say a word.
Mm-hmm. If I drop down onto my haunches, am I going to be eye level, or is he sitting on something higher?
He's sitting on something higher. So if you were standing up, you would
Okay.
be eye level.
Oh, okay. He's tall then.
Yep.
Or sitting up on it.
Now he's
Okay.
sitting up, like if he was standing up, he'd be almost as tall as Divine Speaker. But because he's
Oh
sitting
boy.
down
Okay.
on a barrel, like a short barrel, it appears that he's a little bit shorter than normal.
Okay. No worries. What have I got? So, yeah. She's just gonna try to strike up a little bit of a conversation and say, look, I'm kind of sorry about what I said before. I didn't really mean it.
He
Can
looks
you
towards
speak?
you and just shrugs.
Can you speak?
Gives you a thumbs up.
You choose not to?
Nods.
Is that because you don't want to reveal your identity?
Shakes his head.
Okay. And you don't want to talk to me, I guess?
Looks to you, looks away, but putting their hands over their mask like they're embarrassed. Like the way you insulted them has affected their confidence.
Mm. Is there any form of greenery anywhere around us?
There is a potted plant.
Potted plant?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm going to rip it out of the pot and hand it to them.
Yep.
And just say, no, I'm not going to say anything. Just kind of
So you hand it
look
over.
hopeful.
He kind of, gets the small flower and looks for the pot, puts it back in. He seems to be casting a spell to let it grow.
Ooh. So you like helping things grow?
Nods.
Do you like seeing things that are free?
Nods.
Are you here watching the creature that they brought in?
It shakes his head.
No. Are you here on a secret mission or a personal mission? You can nod for personal or shake for other.
He shakes her head.
Okay. So other. Not here for a personal mission. That's a shame. It's a shame. Are you part of one of the guilds? Nod for yes.
Shakes again.
No. Not part of any guild?
he reveals that he is part of the guild. A guild,
Oh.
but not one of the ones around here.
Oh. Did they show me like an emblem or something?
That's right.
What was the emblem? What did it look like?
It looks like a lion's head with a coin in its jaws.
Mm,
Oh, I haven't heard of that guild. Is it? I'm guessing it's not from around here, but is it maybe a new guild?
Nods.
It's a new guild. Okay. New guild. Are they looking for volunteers or like new members?
Shakes the head,
No.
but then
Are they
nods as
sick?
well.
Oh, nods as well.
Yep.
Okay.
As
So
though it's
you're on a
no,
mission.
but yes.
Yeah, so it's a no and a yes.
Yep.
So you're on a mission for your guild and you're staked out in front of the alchemist.
Then nods.
But you're not here for the creature.
Nods again.
This would be so much easier if you just talk to me, you know. I'm just curious.
You can see the mask looking around, and an elvish voice comes out of the mask. A very feminine one. Well, I'm kind of new to this, and you kind of made me scared. You're kind of mean. I've never met an adventurer that was so hostile. I was just looking at the dwarf, never seen one before, and he stared back. So then I just stared, and then when he looked away, I felt good. But then you made fun of my mask, so I I I don't know. You seem nice when you were talking to me just then. I know you're an elf too, but I don't know. I've been told to not trust anyone. So yes.
It's pretty common for everyone to say don't trust anyone.
Is it?
But I didn't mean I don't like masks as much because they kind of scare me.
Oh, I love masks. The people in my
Why?
town make masks to present their strength and their skill. We're crafting elves. We're not the warrior kind.
So you make them, they make masks to showcase the best thing about you. Does that make you're happy or you're funny or something? You're talented in being good.
Yes,
It's a smiley face.
that's right.
That's so nice. Oh, so what are you doing here? You are so awesome. Just intriguing, exciting.
Those are a lot of big
I'm
words.
just, I'm just curious.
Well, I'm here to send a message. I'm looking for a cursed dwarf by the name of Magnus. You know him? I have a letter for. I think his name was Halnir or something. I've come from the coppersmith Avery in the north.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you found him.
Have I? Where is
That
he?
dwarf you had the stare off with.
That's him?
Hmm.
He looks very dwarfish. Very dwarfish.
He's a dwarf. That's why.
Well, I don't know, he kind of looks like a short human.
Oh, have you not seen a dwarf before?
No, he's the first.
Ah, yeah. Well, they're kind of like really short and stout humans with always have beards. Well, normally they have beards. Majority of the time they have beards. I think
They
even the
like
women have
elves?
beards. Yeah, does. I think. Maybe. Possibly.
And
He's not mean. He's
she
nice.
gets off of the the barrel and stands tall. She doesn't take off the mask. She's still quite embarrassed um, to reveal her face to you, but she is tall for an elf. She doesn't look muscular at all.
Hmm. Can I see any evidence of what color her hair is?
She has golden blonde hair. Sort of.
Okay, and that's hidden behind the cloak? Good.
That's right. You're not sure what skin she has. She's wearing like long sleeves, gloves to keep herself hidden.
Why is the mission to take our letter so like secretive? Is it why is it dangerous? I don't. It's just a letter, right?
It is, but it's important, isn't it?
I guess. I guess it depends what's in the letter.
I haven't read it. I'm just here to deliver it.
You've done a very good job.
Well,
Well, do you want to? We can go and so you can deliver it.
okay.
Oh, my name's Mythra, by the way. What's yours?
My name is Lenora.
That's a pretty name. Well, they were getting drinks. Do you want a drink at the tavern?
Do they
That's
have
where they are.
elvish wine?
I think so. I didn't ask.
And she kind of like does a hop, like a very girlish clap, and still doesn't take off her mask. She kind of is getting very giddy.
Well, I guess let's go.
She follows you.
And I'll
Where do you go?
start walking. We'll walk back towards the tavern.
Okay. Walking back towards the tavern. Mithra arrives with the masked fellow. And the fellow seems to be going to Halnir. You're the only dwarf here, right?
Yep. Unless there's other patrons.
Isn't Magnus here as well?
Magnus is a chicken.
Magnus.
I thought he was a
Magnus
dwarf
is
today.
chicken.
As in, his dwarf consciousness is inhabiting the chicken,
Correct.
and the chicken can talk.
That's right.
Yeah.
So he's a chicken. So the consciousness is now a dwarf, but he's still the body of a chicken
Yeah.
because he's cursed.
So he's not a chicken, he's a dwarf chicken today.
Yes.
Yeah.
If that's not confusing.
I think I've got it.
She heads over, and she seems to get some sort of letter out of her pack, and hands it kind of nervously to you, Halnia. Like shaking nervously.
Hjalni will eye her up and down, but looking at Mithra and
We'll
having
give him a
come in.
nod.
He'll take the letter and hand a silver coin.
She looks at the coin and she kind of just keeps looking at it, as though she doesn't know what to do with it.
That's yours, lass. For delivery.
Do you know Elvish?
No.
She says thank you in Elvish. And she kind of bows, and she just keeps looking at this coin. This is the first first coin she's ever seen. He, like, raises it up, shines it into the light. Very curious.
She's doing that. Hyalni will pull out his dagger and slice open the letter. Pull it out and read.
Oh, sorry.
You slice open the letter. She jumps back, draws her long sword, and then she's kind of looking around.
Hyalni will stare at her and, using thaumaturgy underneath the table, just make his eyes flash glow blue. Like blue fire.
She drops the
And
sword.
smile.
She kind of goes into a crouch position, puts her hands on her head, and starts shaking up and down like she's terrified of you.
Oh, it's just a joke, lass.
Mithra's going to run over and put hands on her shoulder and speak in Elvish, just saying it's okay, he means no harm.
Really? He's so scary. Dwarves are scary. This is all in Elvish, so if you don't understand Elvish, you hear a soft, like a soft song coming out of her voice. It's like from underneath the mask.
Yeah, Hyalni will just, seeing this and seeing that he upset her, just sigh to himself and continue reading the letter.
Alright, so this is what the letter says. Dear Halnir, thank you for finding our comrade in arms, Magnus of the Coppersmith clan. We are in need of great aid here in Coppersmith Avery, north of, not north, east of the Foobury Mountains. Please send help as quickly as possible. Goblins. Question mark.
Goblin was the last word?
That's right, goblins. And then
goblins. Question
mark. And you're provided with a map of where the Avery is in terms of the entire map of Typertheria.
Okay. You'll read it once, take a swig of ale, read it a second time, then put it down on the table, facing up, and look across at Divine Speaker and just...
Will they be able to help Magnus?
There's no word of whether they can help Magnus. More that they needed help.
Oh.
Aye.
She'll pick up the letter. What language is the letter written in?
Common.
Oh, not Dwarvish. Okay.
What do you think, Divine Speaker? It's yet another trail. Though it is up in the north of Portshire.
And she'll turn to, I guess, this masked elf and speak to her in Elvish. Who gave you this letter?
And in Elvish, she kind of reaches out for her weapon.
Mithra's
Just
going to
put it
stop
away,
her.
not to attack you, because she dropped it and it's kind of scattered on the floor. My guild did. They said it was urgent.
Who's the letter signed by?
There's no signature.
There is no signature.
No.
And Halnir, who did you correspond with?
I merely sent a missive up to the Coppersmith clan in the Waternet Mountains.
How did you find their location?
Magnus.
Can Magnus the chicken read?
Interesting question. Yeah.
Do you give the letter to Magnus?
Yeah, sure.
You'll hold it up in front.
Hold it up in front of him. Yeah.
What do you think of this, Magnus?
You're giving me a letter? Oh, I see the handwriting. It's from my brother.
Aye.
You recognize it? You believe this message is
Legitimate.
legitimate?
Why wouldn't it be? They're fighting goblins. Again, why is the Avery always getting attacked by goblins?
See, I was hoping, Magnus, that they'd have some solution for your condition. It seems merely they've put another task in front of us.
I'm sure they do. Put the letter onto some light or something. Maybe there's a hidden message.
Is that common for your clan?
Usually, they put some copper threading, and that's usually written in Dwarvish.
Oh. Oh, well,
So-
does anyone have light?
I can cast the light cantrip in my hand, my palm,
Yep.
and place it behind the sheet.
Place it behind the sheet, and you notice that the up above you, as you look up, there is some dwarvish symbology appearing, like in shadow.
Do I understand it or recognize it? Or can I read it if it's...
Well, it's backwards because you're putting the light behind the sheet rather than above the sheet, so it looks like nonsense.
Yeah, I'll move the sheet in my hand so it's legible.
Yep. So in Dwarvish, it says, Brother Magnus, I understand that you're cursed. We do have a solution for your ailment. However, we must get rid of the goblins first, as they have taken over our smelter and our mining facility. We need the silver from there to cure you. Signed, Boric.
Boric?
Boric.
So I'll read all of that out to the group.
Interesting.
Aye.
And
Good old Boric. See? There was a hidden message.
that
Hey,
seems to, yes.
How dangerous are these goblins traditionally, Magnus? It sounds like they seem to be a bit of a regular pest to your clan.
We don't have many warriors in the Coppersmith clan, you see. And we usually hire guilds, other guilds, or mercenaries to deal with such pests. But there have been other problems up there in the Avery.
Aye. Well, looks like we've got another stop on our trip north. Or at least I do.
And you, elf girl, what is your guild?
In Elvish? You're
Yeah,
speaking
in Elvish. In Elvish.
You're looking away. Mask is kind of looking down. Very shy. This one. It's known as the company,
Dun dun dun.
and then she reveals her emblem.
shocked gasps around the room.
This becomes ever complicated.
Aye.
Well. If it isn't the company, second time we've seen this today, huh?
Aye, my thought was that the company were somewhat nefarious, but maybe other things are occurring. Seems like we're a bit out of the loop of current events.
Magnus, why would your brother send the message to you coded that way?
It's quite normal, really, so that our enemies don't know the location of the Avery.
But they've given it in the letter, have they not?
Yes, but unless you know how to find the secret information, you won't know how to read the letter. You didn't.
No, but it came with a map, did it not?
I suppose it did. I have to speak to him when I get there. But
Oh.
And he's back to a chicken. Okay. I'm just curious whether Agnes's brother was potentially warning of some sort of trap.
Aye. To be honest, I'm not sure what to think.
It does seem, however, that our interests lie to the north.
Certainly do.
I
Very
believe-
well, Port Pershire and the Coppersmith Avery.
I believe we should tend to whatever business we have remaining in Vryn and leave in the morning.
Agreed.
Sounds good to me.
the young elf girl bows to all of you.
Thank you. What was your name again?
And she doesn't know how to respond to you, except to say her name, Lenora, and then she kind of very skittishly runs away through the front door.
Okay.
Curious lass.
Nice friend you made there, Mithra.
She's a bit flighty.
Scared. I think it's the first mission.
Is that so? A bit green.
Well,
Very.
she got the letter where it needed to go.
But we do need to find out more about this company. It is still, it has become unclear as to whether they are benevolent or nefarious.
Aye. And our first mention of the company, I believe, was through Lyle. And if memory serves me, that was somewhere around Ertenving, or to the east. So they seem to have a wide range for such an unheard of guild. Their reach is greater than their presence.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else I need to do this day. Anyone else needs to do anything?
Nope.
All good.
I'm all good.
Okay, so you rest up for the next day, for an early start. Take your long rests. Do you head over to the reception to organize any travel gear and rations?
Probably, yes, some rations. Hjalni would also mention to Finn the Cathor wizard.
I was just thinking that myself. Best to pop by the letter before I head out.
Was just that Rosette advised to talk to the receptionist, I believe, at Dom Perry, which is Finn, who we've already got a relationship with, and tell them about, the local guild in charge about this Cathor person in the mines, I believe.
Yep.
So yeah, Hyani would want to go and do that. So whether that's on the day that we got the letter or the day after.
It's up to you. You can do it on the day that you're leaving, or just before you rest up for the day that you leave.
Yeah, we'll do it just before.
Okay. As you head over to the reception, you notice that there is a different person behind the front desk. It's not Finn.
Okay. Greetings, friend. What's Finn about?
Welcome, my friends. Are you new here? I am Robert. I am new to the reception. Unfortunately, Finn, who is the regular, is on a mission.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Do you know when she'll be back?
Oh, not for a few days, I believe. She went over to Ertenving, I believe it was, to do some trade agreements with them.
Right.
For her guild, of course. It's not a personal trip. No.
No, I wouldn't expect anything less of Finn. She's quite dedicated, as I understand. It's no bother then. I really wish to talk to Finn.
Oh, that is a shame. Well, good day to you, Master Adventurer. The wares are upstairs if you need them. I do have a map if you've never been here before.
I'm quite fine, friend. I'll probably see you in the next few days. And leave
yes, of course. Good day.
And so yeah, next morning we'll get supplies.
Get supplies. If you're affiliated with any guild, you know that a week's worth of rations is free. However, you've never gone for more than a week.
But we know that it's less than or at least a week to get to Eriwell. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
About half a week to get to Eriwell, but then you can resupply there at Eriwell. Yeah. It is a port town.
And as I understand it, the Kurasana Guild has a greater presence in Eriwell than Vryn as well.
Correct.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I guess we all gather up and head off if everyone's happy.
Should I make inquiries at the Purple Letter about our wizard friend Cathor?
Oh, that's a good idea, Flynn. What do you say, Mithra, Divine Speaker, Myrtle, Zor? Shall we head out there, or shall we just send a friend? Because we may get some resistance if we're accompanied.
You have a better grasp on all this, I think.
Alright, I'll head by myself.
Myrtle,
I'll see you back here soon.
Flynn, he is part of your guild, after all.
Yep.
Okay.
With you.
So you head over to the reception, and you're greeted by Robert. Ah, welcome, my friends. Welcome. If you need any help, I am here at the front desk. Unfortunately, Finn is not here. She's on a mission. I'm not sure when she will return. A few days, I suppose. And
I see.
What can I do for you?
I have a few questions.
Questions, of course. Go on.
By any chance, do you have a list of the wizards that might be a member of the Purple Letter. I flash him
yes,
my.
Of course, we do have it registered here. One moment, let me just get it, and you can see him looking for a few ledgers. Purple letter, purple letter. Ah, here it is. There are 5 in the purple letter. What was their what do you call it? Race? You know, are they human? Are they tiefling? Are they gnome, perhaps?
They were a tiefling.
Tiefling. Well, there's only 2 tieflings on the register here. Both female. One was by the name of Nija, and the other one was
No.
Kira.
Gina will get out. Out.
Sorry, say that again.
So he says that both of them are female.
Okay.
Their names are Nija and Kira.
Nija and Pura. Okay. And by any chance, are there a list of sorcerers?
Oh, the magic type. Well, there's quite a long list there. You just said wizards. Let me see. Here it is. Sorcerer. Do you want the list of the magic book? Perhaps there's a long list of scholars and sorcerers and warlocks and other of the sort. Not many wizards of the purple letter. Very odd. Anyway, he gives you a list of 100 names.
Right.
And these are all just tieflings.
Okay. Well,
Can I have a look at? Can I have a look at the list of 5 wizards? See the other name.
Yep. So the other 3 names, one is a half orc by the name of Resh. And there are 2 gnomes. One is named Jory and Eldrin.
I write my name.
And you write your name as well, because.
Yep.
Oh, what are you doing, madam?
Oh, the ledger hadn't been updated yet. I'm a wizard
No.
of the.
These are for more experience. Your name is in this list of the new recruits. You have not been updated into the ranks of the purple letter. Were you looking for others? We have plenty of members.
Oh no, I think we found all that I'm looking for, and I wave my hand over the page. Name disappears.
Yep.
That's all I've been looking for. Thank you.
All right. Well, good day, and if you ever need anything, you can always check on me, Robert. I am your trusty guide here in Bryn.
Thank you very much, Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
If you're wondering, Robert is a stout halfling.
Great. All right, I return to. Sorry.
While we're walking back to the group, I ask, what was that name? The name of the wizard that they'd mentioned?
Well, we came across Cathor. Was a also happened to be the name of one of the Cyclops, although I hadn't met him yet. Why? Sound familiar?
And he wasn't on the list of the sorcerers? Had a quick browse through.
You have a quick browse through the sorcerers, and his name pops up.
Was not?
No, it pops up. It's there.
It's there. Oh, okay.
Well.
It
That fills me with.
registers his place of residence.
Oh man, yeah. We'll write that down. Sorry, I totally missed that.
Well, I mean, you took you took the entire page. Essentially, it tells of uh, the member of um, the member of the guild, their name, their last known location, and their place of residence, so their most frequented area. And this Cathor fellow um, frequents the temple in Eriwell of Prometheus.
Well, another northward journey.
That's Helen is cult, of Prometheus, I believe.
Not sure he'd enjoy the word cult.
Oh well, we try and be as accurate.
Anyway, we best inform our friends of the looming issues.
Let's get back to them.
Okay, so you get back. You meet up just outside the gate, or do you meet up at the tavern at Bryn?
Just wherever we sort of left the group, I think. Yeah.
Okay. And then you update them on what your findings, or do you just give them the sheet of paper?
Yeah,
We'll bring him up to speed, yeah.
There you go. You found the last known location and his usual haunts. This particular Cathor, a tiefling of the purple letter, and just so it happens is it's at Eriwell where you need to go.
So as you see, he apparently fancies that Temple of Prometheus up there.
Well, that's a bit disconcerting.
You don't recognize him, by any chance?
I don't believe I do I? Winston?
No, you don't.
No, not at all. First time I saw the man was in the mines.
Stranger and stranger.
Very. May have to have words with the priest of the temple.
Oh,
That's for another day. We heading out today?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. No time like the present.
Okay, so you head out north with all of your gear, and you know it's going to take about 5 days journey to reach Eriwell on foot, even on carriage, considering you have to traverse the edge of the wood in Eriwell. I would like all of you to roll a perception check as you journey nearest to the wood on your third day.
For argument's sake as well, we've had time to attune to the amulet of protection overnight.
You don't need attunement to it, no.
Okay. Awesome.
13.
Oh, Winston, I
Yeah.
know I got exhaustion from my downtime activity. How long does that effectively last? I understood that it's basically not like a regular exhaustion that I could get rid of in a long rest, I'm guessing.
No. So that will require a someone to heal it off of you at a temple to remove this type of exhaustion.
Okay. Okay. No, that so that doesn't go away even after a long period of time, or
Correct.
okay.
Would a lesser restoration fix that?
Yes, it would.
Then can we say during the trek up to Eriwell, I notice that Divine Speak is a bit not full as pep, and prepare lesser restoration one morning, and then cast it on her.
Of course. Alright, 13, 10, 15, and a 19 for perception checks. Uh, 17 for that perception check, because you're being cured on the second day. And when you cure Divine Speaker, you notice that it's somewhat an after effect of a disease that she may have contracted underneath the mines.
Okay.
As to what it was, you're not sure because you magically removed it out of her.
Well, better that it's gone than hanging around.
Alright, so 13 for Myrtle. So you needed a 15 or higher to succeed. Half the party succeed, so you are informed of a strange flying creature passing overhead, heading northeast. As to what it is, you can roll. Those of you who succeeded can roll a nature check or investigation. 11.
So nature or investigation?
Yep, nature or investigation.
Alright.
Woo!
Damn. 25 and a 19. Alright, so only Flynn and Zwar are the ones that identify this creature as a black dragon.
Oh, scheiße.
How big is it?
It appears to be size of an adult, but it's heading away from you, heading to the northeast. So in terms of the map, you guys would be just at the edge of the wood over here, and you spot the shadow heading in this direction. So draw it. It's kind of heading in this direction.
I don't mean to alarm you all, but there's a black dragon about heading northeast.
Oh my god!
Now that would be a worthy opponent.
Nope.
We can call it down if you like, Divine Speaker.
Nope.
You're on your own for that one.
I'll stand at your side for that, Divine Speaker, but I don't think we'd succeed right now.
I mean, at this point, I think it's just like too far away.
Yeah, it's too far away at the moment. Like you can boast that you want to take it on. You're at a safe distance. And everyone's panicking as you're like, why are you? Why? As you continue north to Eriwell. Upon your arrival at the gates of Eriwell, you hear a lot of commotion about so here is the map of Eriwell.
Ooh.
Yep. So you come in from the southern entrance over here. There isn't a long line to enter the city. However, you can hear people talk of a shadowed figure heading towards the mountainside. Many adventurers are seeking glory to defeat whatever that winged creature is. However, those that know what it is tend to shy away from it, as though they know the danger of what lies beyond those mountaintops.
So how long does the line look to get into town at this point?
There isn't a line. No,
Oh, there isn't.
There's just like a swarming of people, talking about the shadowed figure. It's not blocking your way, but they're just on the roadside.
Do we overhear any choice bits of gossip or?
Yes, you do. Many of the dwarves here in Arywell speak of, well, lads, I heard that the creature that flew by is just a wee little dragon. We can easily take it on. We just need 5 of us. We can take its hoard of treasures and return as rich men. Aye, lad, lie. And they kind of roar dwarvish. You can see a few wizards, especially the young wizards, kind of in their 30s, like human wizards. I believe that creature was some sort of flying worm. From the size of it, it's probably of the black acidic type. We could probably take it on. We just need a band of reliable warriors to take it down. Well, let's go to the tavern. Perhaps we shall find these compatriots that we can sacrifice. Join us. And you can see 2 wizards like nod in agreement to this rather arrogant person. And you hear 2 unusual halflings speaking of this dragon. They saw the dragon. That's not good. Well, we better go tell the boss. Really? We should tell the boss? No. You tell the boss. You're the one that's supposed to be scouting. Well, how about you? I guess I'll keep scouting this place. Alright, fine. I'll tell the boss. And he rushes past the gate. And you can see him turn a corner to the right. So what do you guys do? You arrive in Arywell. You can see that it's quite the majestic city, this port town. Many adventurers are here. Unlike last time, where more of the port was encompassing the adventurers, they're now by the roadside discussing their plans to take down this creature.
Finally back in Arywell. It's been a while. Many months.
Are you from here, Yami?
Oh, nay. I'm from Dubadir. It's way in the northeast. It's merely a recollection of memory. This is where we all met.
Oh, is this the doctor?
Say again.
Is this the dock town?
Oh,
Where
no,
we-
nay, that's further north. This is just step 1. So
Did
once
we have a task we needed to complete in here? Oh.
Well, Arywell was where Lyle told us, or asked us to investigate the Purple Letter Guild regarding his cursed armor. Mind you, that whole story has become a lot more complicated since finding out more about the company.
Did he suggest where we could find some answers?
Merely that he received the armor and the weapon from the Purple Letter Guild.
Well, I guess I could head by a tavern and ask about where I might go finding my fellow purple letter compatriots, as the wizard said.
Aye. He was rescued from the company. He was actually a member of the company.
Well,
But it was the purple letter that he bought the items from that ended up being cursed.
the
Getting
other issue of business here was, of course, the temple and our friend Cathor.
Okay. So, you can tell that this odd-shaped city has but a single tavern. It is in the center of the city here. It's a very large tower. Normally, taverns are large, um, large inns. They just seem simply attached to it. But this one, the tavern itself is a multi-story inn as well as a tower, where many of the soldiers and adventurers come and go. And from this central tavern, you can see the entirety of Erewa, where the marketplaces are, where the nobles stay, where the temples are, as well as the port, and where the ships leave, and warehouses. So where do you go?
Shall we have a quick chat, maybe, to the purple letter? Or do we wish to push through? Straight to Port Bashir?
We can have a
They
chat.
don't really. I don't think they're really going to tell us anything if they're guilty of something.
Agreed. I just figure with the two representatives from that guild among our party, maybe worthwhile.
maybe we can find a account of the purple letter in ledgers from time.
Aye, records of sale, perhaps.
Well, that does seem like a good start. Shall we head there?
Aye, certainly.
Head to talk to someone to find out where the purple letters are.
So do you just ask like a townsfolk or one of the adventurers?
Is there a guild? Is there a guild reception set up like in Vryn?
No, there isn't.
I think just like a guard on duty if they have most of the letter presence here.
Yep. So you speak to one of the guards. Yes, madam. How exactly can I help you? You seem to be seeking something.
I'm a representative of the Purple Letter Guild. I am new in the there. Was hoping I could be directed towards one of their home base, whether they have a guild hall or something.
Yes, they do. It is the main guild hall in the northeast. It's north of the marketplace there. You won't miss it. It's a large mansion.
Could you direct us there, present? Do you have the time? And I take out a gold.
Yes, of course. And he directs you through the road and directs you to this location over here. You can see that the marketplace in front of the Purple Letter estate is quite bustling. Many trades, many rarities, odds and ends, as well as a few curiosities are being traded in this marketplace. And there are two specific artisan shops in front of the Purple Letter. However, they sell mostly scribing tools and navigational tools. Here you are, miss.
Thank you very much. Well, should we check in one of these storefronts if they have a weapon shop, or...
That sounds like a good idea.
Do any of them have weapon windows?
Weapons at the at either of these two large shops. These two. No, they don't have any weapons.
In between all of this, Hjalni will at some point pull out the armor and the longsword that are broken, that were the cursed items, just so that everyone has a visual of what sort of armor or design, if it's a unique design, that we're looking for.
Myrtle hisses and snaps her... What do turtles have again?
Beaks.
They just have a...
Yeah, beak, yeah.
No, they have beaks.
I'm gonna snap at Halmir. Put that away! If it is some kind of nefarious armor that someone has offloaded on poor unfortunate soul, and someone sees us with it, that's how...
You may be right there, Myrtle. I
Um,
was never
Richard
one for thinking.
blasted a merchant has caught eye of this piece of armor. It started to wander over. Might I ask where you found this unique piece of armor? I might procure it off of you.
We unfortunately came across a dead adventurer on the side of the road. We just happened to come by before his corpse was completely ripe, tarnished too badly. We were actually a beg pardon.
Roll a performance check.
Oh yeah.
Because you're not lying, but you are telling a tall tale.
Oh, do roll the physical dice. A 6.
6. Oh, quite dreadful. Well, good luck to you on your mystery dead man. And he kind of wanders off. Your story was a little too boring for him.
Where did he go?
He went over back to the marketplace over here.
Like, was he one of the merchants, or was he just like a guy standing?
No, he was one of the merchants.
Okay.
What store does he walk back to? What is he selling?
He's selling weapons and armor of the silvered nature.
Alright, so we can see the stall that he's like standing at then. Well, I might cast detect magic and see if we see anything else going on around here.
How do you cast it?
I have detect magic as a spell slot prepared.
But how do you cast it? Verbally or somatic?
Verbal and somatic.
Both?
Yeah.
You don't have to do both. You can choose one or the other.
Oh, okay. I'll cast it verbally.
Okay.
As I say a prayer to Tyr.
Yep. detect magic irradiates off of you. A guard, a different one from the one that was guiding you, kind of puts his hand over your shoulder, like a really strong, thick hand. This is a warning. There is no magic to be cast near the merchants of the Purple Letter. I'll be off with you.
Forgive me, sir. I myself am a member of the Purple Letter. I'm trying to uncover some nefarious business that happened here.
Well, good luck on your investigation then, recruit.
Woof.
And you can tell with a 30 feet range that a lot of the items that the merchants, particularly in the east side of the marketplace, are selling very potent magical items.
I head over. Am I getting that off the like? Are they suits of armor and weapons, or are they like other magical items?
They're suits of armor. You can see that they're silvered weapons, mostly in the spear category, like pole arms and spears. The armor themselves are mostly heavy armor, and you can tell that they're all cursed.
Are all the cursed ones from like a single vendor, or are they like each of the different vendors all selling cursed items?
Just a single vendor.
All right. I'll loop back to the group and like catch them up on everything. It seems that I may have discovered a little something about where Lyle might have acquired his goods.
Aye.
Yeah. The vendor over there. I gesture towards the one that had the cursed armor.
Yep. So as Flynn gestures, you can see that this particular person that's selling these wares is of the half-elf nature. He's got a thin beard, golden hair.
So it's not the merchant that approached us?
No.
Cool.
Do we know whether it's legal/illegal to sell cursed items?
No, you don't. You don't know the law around here. It could be perfectly legal. After all, this is the Purple Letter's domain. If they're allowing the trade of such weapons and armor, it must be legal.
As a member of the Purple Letter, would I know if that would be something that they would permit?
Roll a history check.
$17.
Your brethren have been seeking power at anyone's cost. This is one of their more nefarious schemes that they allow others to indulge in. And with that, we'll have to end the session.
Nice.
Alright.
The plot thickens.
Oh, hell yeah. It's thick as custard now.
It just exploded everywhere.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks guys for listening and tuning